Hey everyone, welcome to my astrological outlook for the day. Today is March 12th, 2021, and let's get into it. So today we have the sun discharging 23 degrees of Pisces, and the Sabian symbol, or the energetic resonance, the energetic frequency of that degree resonates to, is a materializing medium giving a seance. That's the Sabian symbol, or the depiction of the energetic frequency for 23 degrees of Pisces, which is where the sun is today. The earth, which is opposite the sun, it always opposes the sun, and the earth represents what we build with, what stabilizes us, the ground that we stand on, and our resources. We have a lion tamer rushes fearlessly into the arena. So that's the energy dynamic between the sun and the earth that we're dealing with today. A materializing medium giving a seance. More of that extreme spiritual connection that I've been talking about the past couple days as we lead into the new moon that's happening on Saturday. So by that degree, we know that we have the ability to receive divine messages, spiritual messages, information that we need to align us with spiritual truths and our spiritual path and our true higher purpose. So once again, this is the third day in a row now, we have a strong indication of an ability to connect to spirit and receive inspiration and messages. And with the lion tamer rushing fearlessly into the arena, that tells us that we need to be fearless about the work that we're pursuing right now in battling our inner ego urges. The lion represents Leo, and the dark side of Leo is extremely overblown ego. So with the lion tamer rushing fearlessly into the arena, that's really having the strength to overcome our ego. And we can do that through receiving spiritual messages and guidance, the dynamic of the polarities of the sun and the earth today. So that's where we're at in terms of the Sabian of the sun. Now we look at the moon. The moon is in Pisces now. It's in the early degrees of Pisces, and it's moving into conjunction with, by noon today, it will be in the mid degrees of Pisces, and it's got to go to the end of Pisces to conjunct the sun for the new moon on Saturday. So we're approaching that point. We're in the balsamic moon phase. Balsamic moon phase is about releasing what we've held on to that hasn't served us this month, letting things go, and preparing to plant our seeds for the next new moon cycle, which is in Pisces, and it is also about releasing. So we really have a double dose right now of releasing energy and opening to receive spiritual gifts and blessings. And that is perceived through where Uranus is at right now. Uranus is the great rectifier, and Uranus is discharging a Christmas tree fully decorated, anticipating our gifts and blessings. So release, 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 open, 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 receive, receive, and realign with our true natures and our true selves, and that will open all of the possibilities of blessings and abundance and gifts to come to us. That's what the energetics are telling us for today. And as we move into this Pisces new moon, which I keep talking about because it really is that significant. Number 3, Venus is moving into conjunction with Neptune, which will happen at 21 degrees of Pisces. Venus is just charging 19 degrees of Pisces today, so she's 2 degrees off. And that degree, 19 Pisces, is a master instructing his pupil. So we are refining our wisdom that we've gained through experiences and doing whatever we're doing, and we are trying to refine that information so that we can pass on wisdom through our experiences. And that also is supportive of the general energetic of release, opening and transcendence that's happening right now. Because remember, the whole purpose of all of this, the whole purpose and the whole reason that we're going through all of this is because we're right now in the very beginning of building an entirely new reality. And it's a second renaissance. It's a new world. It's the beginning of a new age, the age of Aquarius. We are leaving everything that we gained and learned and struggled through and overcame through the age of Pisces, and we're now having to let go of a lot of that and use the experience that we gained in order to figure out what our gifts and talents and blessings are that we were born with, that we can use to serve and to help create abundance for ourselves and our communities and the people that we love, our families, all of that. So, and another thing, Venus and Neptune conjunct in Pisces is literally probably the most beautiful divine combination of planets in a sign possible in the entire zodiac. Neptune rules Pisces, so Neptune's in its full strength in Pisces. Venus is exalted in Pisces because Neptune really rules the highest, and Pisces really rules the highest octaves of true and unconditional love. And Venus also rules love. So when Venus is in Pisces, especially with Neptune, it really releases absolutely unbridled potential for imagination, creativity, beauty in all of the art forms, music, any type of art, and theater and music. All of that is really emphasized, and the ability to tap into true unconditional love and divine creative potential, and to bring that down and to manifest it and to use that to create in our reality. We have a lot of that. This is also very good for healing relationships, and it's just all of the beautiful qualities of Venus and the beautiful qualities of Neptune combined and emphasized, blended, but they have the most potential to operate out of their fullest, truest, and highest octaves right now. And especially with the sun there also, and the moon approaching. And like I said, for the new moon that's coming up in Pisces, the big news right now, there's going to be a Neptune-Jupiter conjunction that day. And it's within very close proximity in Pisces to the new moon itself. So that whole Pisces cycle is going to be infused with that beautiful Neptune Venus energy, because whatever energetics are in effect for the new moon are actually in effect throughout the course of the entire month, and so the entire cycle. And I just got some really good news. Sorry. And so we have all of the beauty in the world to expect. And over the course of the next month, this tells me that we have tons of potential to use these higher octaves of love and creativity and beauty and harmony, peace, and healing to find inspiration to create our new lives, because that's where we're heading. And it's such a great way to wrap up the astrological new year of 2020, because even though according to the Gregorian calendar, obviously we entered 2021 in January, according to the natural cycles, we don't officially start the new year until the sun and the moon can join in Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. So that's actually going to be next month. So the Pisces new moon is really what closes everything off energetically for the year 2020. And to have those two together, giving us so many creative gifts, so much healing, so much peace to work with, as we close out, because remember, the entire message that we're being sent right now in the story of all the planets is to stop accepting what doesn't serve us anymore, to break patterns of behavior that we've been in for years, if not generations, in terms of our families, and to forgive everything that's happened to us and to let everything go, and to remove all of the negative feelings that we have been holding inside of us, get rid of them completely, and replace them with pure faith in God's divine will for us, and that we will be completely taken care of. And that it really is just a matter of reconnecting to ourselves, getting rid of all of the false ego things that have controlled us and kept us in patterns and subconscious patterns related to the ego and the subconscious and the shadow side. And we have to release all of that, and we have to fill ourselves with purity and kindness and joy and wonder with life and with reality. And then we can, once that happens, we'll change what we attract into our lives, and we can really connect to ourselves and use our own personal passions and gifts to create something that benefits others and around us, and that we can use our experiences and our wisdom and our own personal passions to help serve others. And in turn, that's how we create the livelihood for ourselves. And we all have the ability to do this. It's just a matter of really getting in touch with who we are and really letting go of all of the old ways of thinking and behaving. So that's where we're going. And hold on. So the fact that we have, and that we're being gifted with the greatest amount of creative potential and support and just general goodness in the planetary combinations during this time to help us with all of that I just said, I don't think that we could really receive a better gift. And I think it's completely appropriate that Uranus is at the degree of a Christmas tree decorated, because we really are being blessed right now with tremendous divine help and resources to pull our inner treasures out and create something meaningful with them. So that's what I have to say for Venus coming into conjunction with Pisces, with Neptune today. Next, Mars is changing degrees. It takes Mars about 2 days to change degrees, moving to 6 Gemini, and this is a workman drilling for oil. And the position of Mercury right now is, what's happening, I meant to say what's happening in Gemini right now is, and Mars is in Gemini with the North Node, is kind of relevant to me because of the proximity of Mars to the North Node and the fact that Mars is approaching the North Node, and it is in Gemini. And so I wrote down for Mars at this degree, a good use of this energy over the next 2 days is going deep to find inner resources. And that is the theme. That's what we're talking about. Mining our own souls to find the valuable resources and the fuel that can ignite our passion and our fire for what we can produce and create to help build the new world and support ourselves and contribute to our communities. Focusing energy inwards to mine the oil of our soul, the fuel to ignite our inner transformation. And so with Mars at the workman drilling for oil degree today, I think that we really use this energy over the next 2 days. And today with the sun at the materializing medium giving a seance, we need to go inwards, turn inwards, and look for the resources that we have inside. And the way that we do that is through connecting and receiving spiritual inspiration, spiritual messages, tuning into our higher selves, however you want to look at it, whatever you want to call it, to receive the feedback that can help us in refining our own inner resources and our own fuel source to ignite our own personal transformations. So I wanted to say that. Finally, I wrote down Vulcan. Vulcan has been really a part of the story lately. Even though it's an asteroid, and normally I don't talk that much about Vulcan because it's of the proximity and where it's been located in Pisces, and the fact that it retrograded and has been conjuncting all of the planets in Pisces. Neptune rules, or Vulcan rules eruptions. Huge, like, explosions of power. And at all of these very spiritual degrees, with all of these planets discharging very spiritual frequencies, I just feel like it is emphasizing that. And today, Vulcan is at back to 14 Pisces, and that's a woman wrapped in fox fur. And I wanted to mention this today because it goes to me with, if you've been following my videos the past couple of days, I've actually been doing this for a very, very, very long time. I've been studying astrology for over 15 years, and this is my practice that I do daily. I just recently was sort of urged to start doing it publicly, but I already do this every day. Like, this is just normal behavior for me. I'm just like I'm just dictating what I've written. I'm just basically saying what I do normally anyways. But if you've been following the past couple days, and the more you follow, the more you'll understand the overall story of what's going on, and things will make more sense. But I've been talking a lot about the general theme of secrets being revealed, and there's going to be a lot coming out over this next Pisces new moon cycle that exposes a lot of things that have been hidden, ways that we've been manipulated, like false truths that we've been made to believe, corruption. Like, there's going to be a lot of really big secrets that come out, and there's a few different reasons that I know that. One of them is because of the recent Mercury-Jupiter conjunction that was in trine to the nodes in Aquarius and the degrees at which those happened. Another is because of the new moon that's happening in Pisces conjunct Neptune, and Neptune on a lower octave can really confuse and delude things and shroud them in illusion and mystery and just confusion, and not make things very foggy and unclear. But on the flip higher side of Neptune, it's complete divine truth. But with the new moon happening conjunct Neptune, because it's the new moon, the sun and the moon, both luminaries, that's a lot of light being shown on the planet of hiding things, essentially. And so because of the Jupiter-Mercury conjunction that happened, the degree that happened at, and the fact that it's in trine to the nodes, and because the nodes are in Gemini and Sag, that's a whole nother story. Maybe sometime, I don't want to take too much time about it today, but that whole axis that they're on, Gemini and Sag, the south in Sag, the north in Gemini, that's all about letting go of dogmas and letting go of fixed belief systems that no longer serve us, or no longer relevant, and gaining tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of new information to form new ideas about evolved ways of thinking about belief systems generally. We're looking for more information, and we're moving away from dogma. And that fits in with having to find out a bunch of stuff that just wasn't true. And that's the Gemini aspect of it, gaining information, new ideas, new all types of stuff. And like, it's like once you find that out, you can't go back to the old way. It's like once you know, you can't unknow. And that's basically the energy that we're going into right now. Once you know, you can't unknow. And we are on the brink, I really think this cycle throughout the rest of March into the beginning of April, I really think that we will find out a lot. And back to Vulcan, which is why I originally started talking about this right now. Vulcan is at the woman wrapped in fox degree, which has been, the sun was there, and then Venus was there, and now Vulcan's back there. And that to me, and Vulcan's retrograde, and that to me is more secrets revealed energy in a little C Neptune joke of secrets exposed energy. So Neptune is there and kind of blowing the lid off of Neptunian illusions that have been running amok over the past, at least probably the last half of the Piscean age. I don't know. We're going to find out about a lot though. And that's coming soon. So that's what I have for today. One more thing that was notable that I noticed reading through the symbols for today, there are a lot of symbols of people doing things. And not only people doing things, people doing the things that they specifically do. So let me read these to you, okay? We have the sun at 23 Pisces, a materializing medium giving a seance. So what do mediums do? They connect with the spirit world, and the medium, what's she doing? She's giving a seance. And then we have 23 Virgo, a lion tamer rushes fearlessly into the arena. So we have a lion tamer. And what do lion tamers do? Well, they tame lions, and he's rushing fearlessly into the arena. He's doing his job. He's fulfilling his purpose. And then we have the degree of Mercury today is at 26 Aquarius. A garage man testing a car's battery with a hydrometer. Another person doing their job. We have a garage man, and what is he doing? He's testing a car's battery because that's what garage men do. So far we have a medium working, doing a seance. We have a lion tamer working, running into arena. We have a garage man working, testing car's battery. We also have a master instructing his pupil. That's where Venus is today. So we have a master working. What is he doing? He's instructing his pupils, which is what masters do. They teach. And then Gemini, and then we have Mars, 6 Gemini, workmen drilling for oil. We have workmen. What do? They're drilling. And then, those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have those 5 right off the bat. And then there's a couple not. We have the large Jupiter at a large white dove bearing a message, Christmas tree decorated Uranus. And then we have, and one more, an old teacher failing. Well, that one's not it either. But between those 5 degrees, and those are the first 5 planets, those are the inner planets. So all the inner planets. And the inner planets represent like us, like personally, like in our daily lives, like what we're like, how we feel. The outer planets are more, they don't have as much of an influence over the things that just specifically go on with us. Like they really do, but their influence can be more like collective, although it is very significant in the charts. But the inner planets are really like the personality characteristic, more defining resonances that affect us. And the fact that we have all of these people who have all of these professions that are doing their jobs, to me that means today, while we have that going on, that we need to take action today to do what we are. So and that doesn't necessarily mean just like what our job is. It means like what we are, and like, or what we do, or who we are, or how we serve. We need to do our thing today. And I wanted to say that because it's not very often that we have all of the inner planets talking about people who people are in terms of their like career and how they serve based on like their skill sets, their personal skill sets, doing what they do. So I just wanted to bring that up today because I felt like it was a little bit relevant and something that just might benefit us in some way. Take action today. Stay busy today and try to do what you do. Whatever you do, try to do that. Because that is what the planets are doing in terms of the energetics that they're discharging. So, that's what I got for today. Kept it under half an hour. Doing great. I wish everybody a beautiful Friday. And let's get ready for the new moon tomorrow. Yay! Forgive everyone. Love everyone. Bless everyone. Messages of peace to your enemies. Fill yourself with all of the gentleness, kindness, joy, splendor, wonder for your life. Be excited about life and who you are and what you have to give and what you could become and what you could transform into. Get in touch with all your potential. Connect with God today. Open up for divine messages. We're all channels to divine inspiration, and that's what we need to do with the energy today. Love you. Have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.